Hello everyone, my name is Xiaodi. Today is the block for the last block presentation I want to introduce to you guys. Hope you enjoy it. Today I want to introduce two different topics. The first one is called the data model and the second one is the database. First, I'd like to talk about what is data model. Data model organize data's elements and standardize how the data elements relate to one another. Because the data is related to the real people life, place and things around the world, so the data model shows the reality of the world. For example, human has one nose and 2 ears. This is the basic things data that people will know. There are billions of data around people's daily life. It is difficult to get exact information we want if we did not manage them effectively. So the data model has become an essential standard to make sure exact communication between people. Usually, data models help business people to define the requirement for computer systems, and there is always the interaction between the process and the data model. It provides detailed information and use when the product generates a code for a application and help people to make or buy decisions. There are three perspectives of data model. The first is the conceptual data model. It describes the semantic of a domain, being a scope of the model, and it can be divided into external, conceptual, and physical level. The logical data model describes the semantic and represented by a particular data manipulation technology. It can capture the detailed business solutions. The last physical data model is the concern with the partition and the CPUs describe the physical means by which data are stored. It is a detailed technical solution. Although there are many different kind of data model. Database model is a specification describing how the database is structured and the use which we will discuss later in the next topic. Data structure diagram is a diagram and data model used to describe conceptual data models by providing graphical notations which documents entities and their relationships, and their constraints and that bind them. It including boxes representing entities and arrow to represent the relationship in complex data entities. And the geographic data model is a data model in geographic information systems. It is a mathematical construct from representing geographic objects or surface as a data. The next topic I want to talk about is a database. According to the dictionary, a database is a collection of information organized to provide effective retrieval. The collective information could be in any number of formats, like electronic, printed, graphic, audio, statistical, and combinations. There are physical and electronic databases. Databases could be very simple but also very complex. For example, the phone book, address book, and so on. In order to manage the database, there is a database management system, which invited software's application. It is a computer software which providing the interface between users and database. For example, the Adibas, Acros, and DB2. Database and the database management system are closely related together. The reason people use DBMS is can be discussed in general purpose and special purpose. The general purpose is that to meet the need of the application as many as possible and make the system more complex. The development cost of it can be shared between a large number of users. So, using DBMS is the most cost-effective way. However, sometimes general purpose may have unnecessary cost, so people might need to special purpose database, like email systems. It is designed to handle email message and do not need to worry about other issues. The database management system including three views of database. There are external view, conceptual level, and internal level. The external level defines how every group of end users gets data in the database. A single database can offer any number of external levels. The conceptual level combines the different external views into a global view. The internal level is the internal organization of data since the DBMS. It considers about cost, performance, scalability, and other optional matters. A database model that we mentioned in the last topic is the type of data models that determine the logical structure of a database, and fundamentally determine in which metadata can be stored, organized, and manipulated. The most famous database is the relational models. The purpose of the relational model is to offer a method for specifying data. Users directly state what information the data contains and what kind of information they want. Then let the software of database management system to describe data structures. Here are the two topics I mentioned today. The data and the database, they are very close related together. And thank you for watching the video.